Annabelle, dear. How are you, darling?
Hi, Judy. I'm fine, thanks. And yourself?
I'm very well, thank you. The weather is lovely outside, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I love it. So, how can I help you? Is something wrong?
I was just wondering if you had given more thought about moving in.
Oh, that. Right.
Well, have you?
Judy, listen. As I've told you many times before, I'm afraid we won't be moving in with you. I'm sorry.
I see. I don't know what to say. Are you absolutely sure about that, though?
Yes, we are. Our thoughts on it hasn't changed since we first told you that we prefer to live here, on our own. Just me and my family. We hope that you would understand. In all honesty, Brian and I are tired of rehashing the same topic over and over again.
But you see, dear, I'm not convinced that you are 100% certain about your decision. Are you sure you won't change your mind in a few weeks or in the months to come?
Well, who knows what could happen in the future? But for now, we are definitely positive about our decision.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Fine, if that's how you feel. Look, dear, I actually want to talk to you about something. Sophie is getting married soon. You do speak to your sister-in-law, don't you?
Yes, of course.
She's engaged.
Oh, really? That's great to hear. I had no idea. Actually, she did say she had something to tell me this morning. So perhaps that was it. Oh, that's great news, Judy. Congratulations to her and to you too.
Well, yes, that's all great, isn't it? But her boyfriend, or shall I say fiancé, Greg, is a bit of a problem, you see. He's still young, somewhere in his early 20s. So he doesn't exactly have an impressive earning, you see.
Uh-huh.
Which means that they might just move in with us. And stay with us perhaps for a year or so, until they can save enough to move out and live on their own.
Oh, well that's great, isn't it? You've always asked me and Brian to move in with you. But now Sophie and Greg can live with you. That's what you've always wanted, right?
But are you sure about that?
Sorry? I don't understand. What do you mean? Am I sure about what exactly?
Well, I bet that Brian, deep down, poor thing, I bet you that he actually wants to live here at home with me. But because of you and how you insist on living away from me, he has no choice but to live there, with you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I can understand what you're saying, but it sounds like I almost forced Brian to move out of your home to live with me or something. And if that's what you're implying, that definitely wasn't and isn't the case. In fact, I completely disagree.
Oh, do you now? Enlighten me.
Well, Brian and I talked about all of this before getting engaged. How he was fine to move out of your home and move in with me. Isn't that how it usually works? When children grow up and become adults, they eventually move out and get married and have that nice picketed white fence, etc.
Not in my family, no.
Well, I'm sure that's how it usually is. And besides, Brian and I have a great place now. Jennifer loves it and we're all happy here.
Oh, please. Brian is just trying to appease you. He adores his own bedroom that he's been in since he was a boy. And he always says how much he missed it whenever he comes back.
Well, of course. I would too.
Annabelle, you're a parent now too.
Right.
I would have expected you to have a better understanding of what is required to be a parent then.
What do you mean by that?
Well, can't you put yourself into my shoes? Don't you understand what it's like to live away from your children?
Well, I can understand that, but…
See? That's the problem here. I don't think you understand. If you did, then you and Brian would come and live with me right away.
I'm sorry to say, but I just don't think that you get it. I would be happy to have my children go out there in the real world to live on their own. Isn't that what a parent should be doing?
Meaning?
Meaning, guiding our children to turn them into responsible and independent adults who can contribute to society.
Without taking care of their parents?
No, that's not what I meant. This isn't going anywhere.
Then let me ask you this. What don't you like about my lovely house?
No, it's not that. It's not that at all. Your house is awesome and I love it. But Judy, like I said, we both love our own place. It's small but cozy, and we've settled in now. And it just works, especially in terms of work. From your house to both of our offices, it would take more than an hour to commute. It doesn't even take half that amount of time from our current home. It's close to Jen's nursery, too. It's all convenient.
Well, who cares about the commute? It's more important to live with your loved ones, isn't it?
Yes, but...
I don't understand this. We discussed for you, Brian, and Jennifer to all move into our home before, didn't we?
Yes, that was a long time ago. Probably when Brian and I were about 2 years into dating. Things have changed since then. We thought that was a great idea because we were pretty broke back then. We were young and naive. But since getting engaged, things have changed. We told you many times that we'd be living separately since the engagement.
Oh, no. That's absurd. You know why that is?
Why?
Because Brian is the type to just go along with people, including you, his wife. He can be a bit of a pushover too sometimes, you see. He's too kind, but he always listens to his mother. Always. He will listen to me this time too.
Well, maybe you should talk to him instead of me then.
I would, darling, but every time I speak to him, it seems like there is always someone pulling his strings.
What's that supposed to mean?
It just seems like you're manipulating him. But he won't stay wrapped around your little finger for long, Annabelle. He will come to his senses one day soon.
Right. By the way, I heard from Sophie that you think that Brian made the wrong choice in getting married to me. Is that true?
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, I'm going to assume that you do. And if you think that, then why don't you speak to me directly? Or even to Brian? I don't appreciate you talking about me behind my back like that. I don't think that's what family should be doing. I most certainly would never do that to you, Judy.
Well, that is besides the point. I know my Brian since the day he was born. I know he's a gentle, kind-hearted boy. He deserves a woman who is just as kind, if not more. And certainly someone who would be happy to live with us.
Well then, I guess I should be sorry to be his wife then.
Look, just listen to what he wants for once and put his priorities before yours, won't you?
Sorry, but Brian and I always make decisions together, as a couple. We both wanted to live in our own home and start building our family. We thought that would be the best, and we still think that.
But what about your children? If we lived together, I could always be available to help you. Wouldn't you prefer that too?
Well, we're managing just fine right now. And listen, Judy, it's not that we don't appreciate your help, because we do. You're always offering to help us pick Jennifer up from the nursery, coming to babysit her, etc. But everything is totally fine here. I can even take Jen to my office twice a week. And they look after her while I work for a few hours.
But that must be lonely for poor Jennifer. She's only 3 years old. You can't leave her in an office like that.
Well, there are other children there too, so she's never alone. Like I said, everything is really good. It's a part of our routine now, and it works just fine. I think if anything, disrupting her routine by changing environments would be more trouble.
Ugh.
Can I ask, why do you insist that we all live together? I don't understand why you keep asking us the same question when you always get the same response. Also, if Sophie and her boyfriend are offering to move in, then isn't that what you want?
Well, Brian is my oldest son, isn't he? He knows how to take care of me. He knows what kind of help I need around the house.
Well, why can't Sophie help you out?
It's just not the same. Brian is better.
Better than Sophie? You mean at helping you out?
Quite rightly so, yes. Greg is also the oldest child, too. which means he would eventually have to take care of his parents too. So it would only be a matter of time until he lives with his parents too.
I'm not sure that kind of thinking is the norm anymore. Why don't you ask him if that's true, so that you can be sure? That might not be the case with him. And if not, maybe he can take care of you at the house instead.
Look, that's just not going to happen. That's it. End of story. I want my Brian to come and live with me again. It's you who's holding him back. Don't you see?
Am I? I don't think I am.
Why, of course you are. You treat him like a puppet.
No, I do not. He's my husband, and with all due respect, I treat him better than you do.
Oh my. How rude of you to say that. I knew it. I always knew he made the wrong choice to get married to you. Poor thing.
Judy, I have a lot of things to do tonight. Are we done here?
Oh, we are most certainly not done at all.
Then what else do we have to discuss here?
All I'm asking is for you to give me back my Brian. Bring him and Jennifer both here to me. They'll be in good hands. Besides, the more the merrier, wouldn't you agree?
But then where does that leave me?
Well, you... I don't know. If you have to live here, then so be it. I'll tolerate that much. But as long as you bring Brian and Jennifer, I'll be fine.
What is that supposed to mean? I thought you told me not to be rude, but look who's talking now.
Say all you want and see if I care.
Would you like me to get a divorce then?
Excuse me. You caught me like a deer in the headlights there. What do you mean by that?
Well, if I get divorced, then Brian can move back in with you, can't he?
A divorce? How disgraceful.
Well, it seems like that's exactly what you want here.
Those are not my words. You're an embarrassment to the family, and a bad wife. You disgust me. I won't tolerate this kind of treatment.
Well then, how are we going to solve this problem?
Just move in here. You as well.
I told you. I respectfully decline. The answer is no. Get Sophie and Greg to move in with you.
Why are you trying to ruin my family?
I'm not.
Ugh. There's no point in this conversation.
By the way, I've been texting Sophie in another chat room, and I asked her if she was going to move in with you. But it sounds like your husband told her that we would be moving back in. Why did you tell him that when that's not true at all?
What? Oh, no, that's not right. There must be some kind of confusion here.
Apparently, you told your husband that since we'll be moving back in, she won't have to. I don't understand. Brian and I have repeatedly told you that we won't be moving in with you. So why would you think that?
Well, that's what I'm hoping for, isn't it?
Yes, but hoping for something is totally different to the thing actually happening, isn't it? So anyway, it sounds like Sophie and Greg won't be moving in to live with you after all.
What? No. I just told my husband that because that's what I thought was going to happen. At the time. I didn't think Sophie would talk to him before we make decisions.
Well, this is confusing, but let me make one thing clear. My family, including Brian, will not be moving in to live with you. Is that clear, Judy? I don't want to have this conversation with you again. And while I'm at it, Sophie wanted me to tell you that she also will not be moving in with you either. She also told me to tell you not to call her or contact her. She says she's cutting ties with you because she's so fed up of you always favoring Brian over her.
What? She did not say that. Why are you making up all of these absurd lies?
I'm just relaying her messages to you, Judy. It seems like none of us will be moving in with you now.
It's you, isn't it? You're the one behind this. You're pulling all of the strings here, aren't you? Both Brian and Sophie were totally fine to stay with me. Until you started talking to them. What have you done?
I didn't do anything, Judy. Brian has always agreed to us living in our own home. Sophie is upset that you always favor her brother over her. And you even said so yourself.
I just meant that my oldest son knows me better than the other sibling. The other sibling is also your daughter.
And she says she feels betrayed by you. She says she wanted to help you out and convinced Greg for ages to live with you. And now it sounds like you don't actually want her, but Brian to move in. No wonder she's upset.
Oh dear. I've got to make amends here, and I've got to do this quickly. Listen, tell her I wouldn't mind it if she were to live with us.
Well, there's no point in telling me all of this. You should talk to her in person.
She just won't pick up my calls. Could you relay the message to her? You can do that, can't you?
I could, but I still think you should talk to her in person. By the way, Brian just came home and he's read all of our messages.
What is he saying?
He's saying he doesn't want a divorce, that he'd rather not talk to you or see you anymore than to get one.
He would never say that about his own mother. Never!
Well, he said he'd call you later, so maybe you can confirm that then. Let's end our conversation here for tonight. I've got to get going, and quite frankly, this isn't getting anywhere. Please don't text me anymore either. It can be really stressful for me, and I want to avoid getting stressed at all costs. I haven't told you yet, but I'm pregnant.
You're pregnant?
Yes. So I need to relax and avoid stressful situations as much as I can.
Oh, that's wonderful. Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
Oh, wonderful. Your second child. Oh, fantastic. Then we really have to live together.
No. For the gazillionth time, no thanks.
This is my first grandson. You have to let me take care of him. Bring him here. Oh, please come and live with us.
No! In fact, I don't think we'll be seeing you for a while. You've crossed the line with your persistence. I know you favor your son more than your daughter, but I'm not like that. I love both Jennifer and my baby boy equally. I don't want any negative influences around my children or anyone in my family. I think it's best if you never called us or contact us again, Judy.
Look, wait. Hang on a second. I just think it will be better for everyone if we all live together. That's all it is.
Well, like I keep telling you, thanks, but no thanks.
Could you convince Sophie to move in then?
I'm sure you can take care of that on your own.
I'm asking you because I need your help, aren't I?
Listen, I don't want to fight.
I'm so sorry, dear. You're right. Arguing won't get us anywhere. You have to forgive me. I didn't mean anything I said.
Right. But I'm still banning you from seeing my children.
Oh, Annabelle, that's nonsense. They need their grandmother.
Well, they have my mother. She can take care of my children too, and she'll be a great grandma to them. Don't blame me if you never get to see your grandchildren ever again. You only have yourself to blame for that. After that, Brian called his sister Sophie, and after a long phone conversation, they both decided to keep their distance from their parents, especially with their annoying and persistent mother. They promised that they'll keep their communication with her to a minimum. Their father also seemed to think that would be in everyone's best interest. Annabelle safely gave birth to her first son, Max, but Judy still hasn't met him. Perhaps one day, she might get to see the face of her cute little boy. Until then, let's hope she changes her ways and fixes that clingy, persistent trait of hers.